Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of The Review. I'm Devin Benson.
And I'm Grant Harper.
And today we're going to take a look at actor, producer, director Clint Eastwood, who happens to be one of my favorites.
Mine too, man. I worship that guy. He is the epitome of awesomeness.
Yes. And if you're not familiar who Clint Eastwood is, let me give you a brief rundown of him. He first started in supporting roles, not in leading roles by the way, in 1955's Revenge of the Creature. He also appeared in the 1960s TV Western Rawhide, and in 1964 he starred in 3 films better known as the Dollars Trilogy.
And that includes A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Best, which is also one of the best movies ever made,
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I love that movie, dude.
Now, why do you like it so much?
Well, first of all, I love Clint Eastwood. Gotta
True.
get that out of the way. But I really love how all the characters, they just mesh together. The actors that play the good, the bad, the ugly, Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, and Eli Wallach, respectively, they all just, the characters go together so well, and it just makes the storyline flow. Also, I love the visuals in this movie. Sergio Leone was big on visuals. It's in all of his movies, especially whenever the long shots when Clint Eastwood's riding away, or the 3-way duel at the very end. Very, very cinematically great.
Yeah, and indeed we have a clip of Eastwood, Van Cleef, and Wallach facing off in the cemetery just before the end of the film. Take a look.
Awesome scene.
Well, that was a good clip.
Yeah, it was.
And he also got to give credit to Ennio Morricone, who did the music score. He also did the music score for other films like 1987's The Untouchables with Kevin Costner and Sean Connery, the 1990 Italian film Cinema Paradiso, and the list goes on.
Yeah, you may know the main theme as this. It goes doo-doo-doo, womp, womp, womp. That's the best I can do, man. Even if you don't know what movie that came from, everyone knows that little jingle. But now you do know where it comes from, so get it right.
All right, moving on. In the 1970s, Eastwood did other films. He made his directorial debut in the 1971 thriller Play Misty for Me, and in that same year, he became known as Harry Callahan, or Dirty Harry for that matter, in the first of the Dirty Harry series known as Dirty Harry. And it also features his most signature line, "You've got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?"
Nice, man, nice impression there.
I tried.
Hey, do we have that clip, man?
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's see it.
Let's see it.
I know what you're thinking, punk. You're thinking, did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Now, to tell you the truth, I forgot myself in all this excitement. But being this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and will blow your head clean off, you've got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Wow, that is really a good clip. And I'm not going to lie, I never get tired of hearing that famous quote. Don't you agree?
Oh, wholeheartedly, dude. Who would? It's Clint Eastwood staring down someone with a gun in his hand, just being badass as normal.
Yeah, and you know, when you see Eastwood with his 44 Magnum, he's like points it at the bad guy, you begin to think to yourself that whether the bad guy is going to go for it or not.
Well, that's the thing. They showed 2 scenes with that same speech. One does, the other doesn't. And the guy that tries, he ain't so lucky now, is he? I got that is one of the most badass scenes in the history of badassery. If you looked up badass in the dictionary, who do you think you'll see a picture of? Chuck who? No! You're going to see that guy right there. Clint Eastwood. Get it right.
All right. And other films he started in the 1970s were other Westerns, by the way. He started in 1972's Joe Kidd and 1973's High Plains Drifter, which was supposed to be his Man with No Name character, but
that's debatable. It's not really the same character as it was shown throughout the...
But more in a different way.
Yes, it's debatable whether it is or not, but either way, it's still a really good character.
Yeah, true. And the other Western that's best known he made back in 1976 was The Outlaw Josie Wales, and then we have a poster of that right here.
Two guns crisscross. What's cooler than that?
All right. In the 1980s, Eastwood directed and starred in many more successful films. He made 1982's Firefox, 1986's Heartbreak Ridge, where he stars as a gruff, tough-looking Marine soldier. And the other Western he made was 1985's Pale Rider, where he became known as the Preacher.
That was a good movie. It's also his epitome as the Pale Rider is that he's death. And that movie was cool.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention earlier that Eastwood starred in other films featuring his Dirty Harry character. He starred in Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and The Deadpool.
Great movies.
But none of the Dirty Harry movies would be complete without his most famous line ever, "Go ahead, make my day," in the movie Sudden Impact. And indeed, we have a clip of his most famous line. Take a look.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Wow. Definitely one of the best quotes ever. I also never get tired of hearing that.
As I got to repeat myself, who would?
Who would?
That tops his 44 Magnum speech with a vengeance. That is just awesome.